does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Oklahoma City, they've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot. And of course, the Grizzlies, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Right now for the Grizzlies, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. Brandon Clark out there with Edey. And for the Thunder, two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Coach, you were telling me earlier, when it comes to coaching, you believe there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Absolutely. In my mind, philosophy is about your core principles, and those don't change, while style is built around your personnel. Therefore, it's got to be more flexible.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 25-point game against Washington. Pass to Caldwell Pope. No good with the triple. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now here's Dort. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. You talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against Ja Morant. And Coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. The Thunder have gone 1 for 3 so far. Knocked loose. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Caldwell Pope. Drops in the layup for 2.
Using the speed that time, Caldwell Pope got out ahead of the defense to finish off the break.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Pass to Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. They defeated Washington in their last game.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop them? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. SGA finds Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morant against SGA. Morant with it. Kicks it out to Clark. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. Morant, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams passes to SGA. Dort outside. SGA against Clark. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Dort.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Clark outside. Inside, here's Morant. No good on the shot. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Here's Holmgren. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Edey, that's good.
Boy, Edey has a big presence in the paint. I like what he did there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Down low. Dort's shot is good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Memphis trailing here. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And here's Edey. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the boards. Just an all-around dominant performance.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, right side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Holmgren. And Edey with a block.
Well, with that reach, Edey makes guarding the restricted area look effortless.
Clark with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant, no good.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. And here's Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Here's the 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I just love the ball movement.
Now Morant, an important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Pass to Clark, and stolen by Holmgren. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus. Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Now here's SGA. 23 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. McCain comes in for Dort. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Lou Dort.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 13-4 run. McCain against Caldwell Pope. Outside McCain. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by McCain.
Well, with his wingspan, Alex Caruso is better than your average guard down low.
Edey with a screen on SGA. On the clock. Puts it up. Second shot opportunity. And the bucket is good from Edey in deep.
Well, rebounds look too easy for Edey sometimes. Taller than even most NBA players.
Caruso outside. Pass to McCain. Yep, that one's good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Jerome comes in for Caldwell Pope. And now a chance to see who's leading the NBA in steals. In the third spot, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Jerome feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies. Came away with a win.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Thunder making their last shot. Jerome, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant against SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Here's Williams. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Wiggins in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside McCain, and here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Edey. For Memphis, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Guys?
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
One shot.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Wells is checked in for Clark, and it's Pippen in for Morant. Well, Stan, after last season, the Grizzlies brass, quite candid, they weren't close to being championship caliber.
Well, it's a brutal business, BA. You can have a ton of talent, but sometimes there are just certain teams that stand in your way.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Aldama's checked in for Edey. Aldama outside. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Counted from distance. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11" and very good behind the line.
Outside McCain. Back to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Wiggins outside. Will it go? Rebounded by Pippen.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
It's stolen by McCain. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Oh, and Jackson with the block. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Pippen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Over McCain. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
On the court for Memphis, Ty Jerome is out there with Scottie Pippen Jr. Then it's Jackson, then there's Santi Aldama, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, when he's able to find a shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
Pass to Aldama. Jackson with a screen on Caruso. Jerome passes to Jackson. Pippen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over McCain. Pippen, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's McCain. And the 18-footer right on the mark. McCain's got his second basket of the night. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Caruso against Jerome. Pass to Aldama. Jackson for 3. Nails it from 3. Jackson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Williams with the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Jerome grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pippen, the pass to Jerome. Aldama outside. Jackson on the wing. 3-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Caruso. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Well, if he's got a look, Caruso's going for it. No slowing down.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And so Moran will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Aldama, the pass to Moran. Launches it. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to McCain. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. And again, it's Memphis missing. Moran against McCain. It's Dort on the wing. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 3. Goes up on the wing. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Aldama. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. McCain, a screen on Jackson. Outside McCain. Here's Sorber, guarded by Aldama. Here's Sorber. Aldama grabs the board. Now here's Moran. Moran with a screen on Caruso. Pass to Aldama. There's Jackson with the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
The first free throw is good. Clark is checked in for Memphis. So hits one and misses one at the line. Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3.
And Caldwell Pope is a tough-nosed vet. He's used to getting hit on the way out.
Elbow. 2.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
McCain against Morant. Dort, the pass to Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Morant. Now here's Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Clark, the pass to Aldama. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Outside McCain. The 3 is up. The Thunder with another miss. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 41% in this game. Just an electrifying style on the court for John Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Memphis trailing here. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Clark. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. Clark outside. Takes the 3. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Holmgren finds Caruso. Back to Holmgren. 4-3. Oh, Holmgren! The touch from range.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Clark outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. From deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. And Memphis also making a switch. Edey's checked in. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Clark. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. Fourth, the Thunder.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Williams is checked in for Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 4. McCain with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And here's Morant. Pass to Clark. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Clark with a screen on McCain. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Clark's got 9 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Six to shoot. Clark finds Morant. The 3 is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Clark outside. Left side, Morant. Back to Caldwell Pope. And here's Clark for 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Wiggins. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Morant. Screen by Edey. Fires the 3. And it's Morant missing.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
And that one drops.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and it's Chet Holmgren in for McCain. Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Morant. Deflected. A good look from Wiggins. Memphis with a rebound.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Left side, Caldwell Pope. Morant with a screen on Holmgren. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Holmgren. Up again. SGA doing his thing in close.
Yeah, he came flying in right there. Gilgeous-Alexander on cleanup duty.
Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Clark. Great D that time from Holmgren. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Dort. Outside SGA. The 3 from Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got his 3rd assist of the night. Grizzlies trail by 9.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock. Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall. Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Ernie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Thunder leading by 7. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the group from Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Outside Morant takes a 3. No good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 12. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Oklahoma City leading by 12. The kick out to Williams. Hardenstein passes to SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. From deep, Holmgren not on target. 4 for 9 in this one. The Grizzlies shooting just 35% from the floor. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. 5 on the clock. Clark with a screen on SGA. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Dort finds Hardenstein. Caldwell Pope with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. And here's Morant outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And check out the NBA's top three-point shooters over the course of the past month. Well, you look at Williams, never leave him open. Second in the association from deep. And, of course, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they've been impressive. This is a guy you cannot leave alone behind the arc.
Their consistency from range is unbelievable. It's what every team in the league is looking for these days.
Well, if you're going to foul Edey, you better wrap him up. He's got the strength and size to play through the whistle.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
One shot.
That one misses for Edey.
Well, with Zach Edey, it's about more than his 7'4" size. Skills will develop, his timing will improve, but he's already got the physical foundation of a great player.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rejected by Holmgren. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Oh, there's the alley. And here they come. Oh. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Back to Clark. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his third foul so far. So it's the Thunder now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Hits the trifecta. Williams has got 11 points.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Grizzlies trail by 15. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Morant with a screen on Dort. Pass to Clark. Edey finds Clark. Clock at 6. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Dort defending. From deep, Morant. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 16th rebound on the night. Dort outside. And here's Holmgren from outside the arc. Clark grabs the board.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. Back to Morant. Tough points from Ja.
Well, that's just a great dribble move by Morant. Quick and very shifty.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Pass to Hartenstein. Hit his foot. It's being called a kicked ball. Here's Holmgren. Grizzlies with the rebound. To the paint. Caldwell Pope finds Edey. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, when Edey gets on a roll, it's hard to stop all 7'4" of him. He's been fantastic tonight scoring.
Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 14 points.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
Holmgren against Clark. High post Edey. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And here's Morant outside. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Pass to Williams. Offline with a 3. Grizzlies trail by 14. Right side Morant. Here's Edey. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
2 shots.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
2.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
McCain's checked in for Dort. And Memphis also making a switch. Jerome's checked in for Morant.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Now here's Jerome. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And it's all from 3-point range. Thunder leading by 17. And the shot goes in. McCain's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And the Grizzlies shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Pass to Jerome. Clark with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Jerome against Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
The Thunder have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Outside McCain, beyond the arc. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Outside McCain. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. SGA can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Clark. And he drops it in from the low post. Clark's got 18.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Thunder leading by 14. The kick out to Williams. Outside McCain. Pass to Holmgren. Back to McCain. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Now here's Jerome. Outside, Caldwell Pope. The three knocks down the triple.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And the Thunder in possession here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Edey against Hartenstein. Tipped. Jerome outside. Down low. And Clark gets it to go on the assist from Jerome. Clark's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Williams. And over the last 10 games, these are the guys who have been the most aggressive going after rebounds. Boy, you got to appreciate that effort. Second is Zach Edey.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Thunder leading by 11. Outside, SGA. Holmgren outside. From the arc. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got 7 assists in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Here's Jerome. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Holmgren's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Outside Wells. Pass to Jerome. Five to shoot. Edey with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Edey, that's good. Edey's got 15 points.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Jerome. 14 feet away, and it's Oklahoma City with another. Grizzlies trail by 14. Screen by Edey. Jerome finds Edey. Shoots over Holmgren. Holmgren with the block.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Count it. Holmgren's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Three-pointer. And it's Jerome with a three.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Now here's SGA, defended by Pippen. And here's SGA outside. Drains the triple. 13 points in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Jackson outside. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to McCain. Now here's Caruso. Buries it from 3. Caruso's got 13. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What a game from deep. Making 5 trays. Back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Moran and Jerome, that's their backcourt. Jalen Wells out there with Jackson. And it's Aldama in at the 5. Now here's McCain. Outside, Williams. This one for 3. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul on Jared McCain. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. To the paint. Pass to Jerome. Puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Here's McCain. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Jackson with a screen on McCain. And it's Moran off the drive. There's Jackson with the 3. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
Unselfish play by Moran. He's all for finding the available perimeter shooter.
The Thunder shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Wiggins with a screen on Moran. Here's McCain. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Jerome outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Aldama. Launches a 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Caruso with it. And he lobs it up to the rim. McCain shot is off.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
He buries it from 3.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's McCain. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. It's McCain on the wing. Shoots over Morant. Excellent D there from Morant. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 15-point game. And the foul on Jared McCain. That's his 3rd foul so far. Clark is checked in for Wells. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Outside, Williams. It's Wiggins on the wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend. But I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
Well, you look at Williams. He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's McCain. Outside, Williams. Inside, here's Hartenstein. And here's Caruso outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Pass to Clark. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Aldama. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Outside McCain. And here's Hartenstein. Guarded by Aldama. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Now Dort, down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Jackson outside. Here's Aldama. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And it's now only a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. So it's Oklahoma City now. Williams in the post. Working on Clark. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Dort, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Jackson with it. Caruso covers. Jackson, the pass to Clark. And here's Jackson. To the middle. Here's Aldama. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. And he drives in. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And they're able to recover. Hartenstein, no good. Grizzlies trail by 3. Jerome on the wing. Dort defending. Jerome passes to Jackson. Here's Morant. Aldama right side. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson gets the bucket.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Williams. After Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. And he gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Morant. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game. Hartenstein a screen. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Outside for Dort. The 3-ball. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Morant, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's McCain. Pass to Dort. Outside, Williams. McCain against Morant. McCain's shot is off. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. There's Jackson with the three. Caruso grabs the board.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Caruso, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for McCain. Memphis making a switch here. So it's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Hartenstein. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Edey with a screen on SGA. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, Edey's a good man to have in the pick and roll. A big, strong guy who relishes contact.
And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Yeah, that's his fourth foul. Got to be careful now.
SGA against Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
Well, good luck getting a shot off around Edey. That dude is monstrous.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's SGA. Oh, SGA finishing the drive.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
SGA against Morant. Clark outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edey. Now Morant. SGA covering. And the three misses.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Shooting two.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. That one misses.
Well, they're up 1. You just hope that missed free throw doesn't come back to haunt them.
Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA, what a finish.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Morant looking for an opening. For three. Oh, he cannot hit.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Here's SGA. Beyond the arc. SGA from distance.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant.
Well, with his quickness and physicality, it's not easy to guard Morant without fouling.
He gets the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, they needed those. He stayed calm and got it done.
Outside Holmgren, jacks up a 3, and he nails it.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Moran against SGA. Right side Moran. SGA pulls it down.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. They have to be set up for success.
Beating the contact, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this position, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Grizzlies trail by 7.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Holmgren. Now pass to Williams. Can't get the 3. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Moran against Gilgeous-Alexander. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, so that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.